All right, hello, welcome to part 2 of chapter 2 of Genesis. This is out of the NIV, New International Version. I'm going to read, get some corpse. Let's just get started. And the other thing too is I hope you can hear the difference in the languages. I know for me, I kind of stumble over some of that stuff. It's not fluid, and today's lighting is not the greatest. Toward the end of my day, I kind of have a hard time seeing things. So we're going to start, and hopefully kind of catch the difference in the language or translation. Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all of their vast array. By the seventh day, God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. And God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. Okay, so this is a question. Some of us are workaholics. It's like 6 days. We work tirelessly. On the seventh day comes around, we still work. What are we doing? You know, God's setting an example here for us to rest on that day. I mean, the guy worked hard. I mean, creating all creation, animals, birds, stuff you and I cannot ever do. And he rested on the seventh day. I think that's important to us, especially in our culture or society. You gotta rest. You gotta rest. You know, take a break, spend time with the kids, just sit down and relax, you know. All right. All right, here we go. Verse 4. This is the account of the heavens and the earth when they were created. When the Lord God made the earth and the heavens, no shrub of the field had yet appeared on the earth. God had not sent rain on the earth, and there was no man to work the ground. But streams came up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. The Lord God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils, the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Oh, fascinating. Dude. All right, this blows my mind. God created everything, and we just assume it must rain, because no, there's no rain. It even says right here, there has been no rain. So God created, the water came up from the ground. Very cool, and it makes me wonder if people got the idea of, let's say, hydroponics from this idea, because this sort of sound like it, right? Bubbling up out of the ground, spring water, whatever it is. I mean, it's good water, good filtered water coming up from the ground, watering the plants and making it happen. Here's the other thing too that's interesting. Man was not there to work the ground. That's part of creation. Okay. Keep that in the back of your mind. I think we're all supposed to be gardeners. Wow, lost my place. Okay, here we go. Coming down the garden. Count, he was created, then the Lord God made the heavens and the earth, and the ground. Okay. Dust from the ground. We got to living being, right? Okay. Now the Lord God had planted the garden in the east in Eden. So this is a place. Eden is a place. And there he put the man that he had formed. And the Lord God made all kinds of trees grow out of the ground. Trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. Okay, pleasing to the eye. Have you ever seen an ugly tree? Maybe some dead ones. But maybe these are uniform shaped. I don't know. But they look good for food. Okay, in the trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. Oh, sorry. Next verse. In the middle of the garden, there was the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So we have to make the assumption that knowledge wasn't there yet. All right. A river watering the ground flowed from Eden. From there it was separated into 4 headwaters. The name of the first is Pishon. Pishon. It winds through the entire land of Havilah. Havilah. That's how you spell them, sorry. Where there's gold. All right. The gold of that land is good. Aromatic resin, so good smelling resin, and onyx are also there. The name of the second river is Gihon. Gihon. It winds through the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is the Tigris. It runs along the east side of the Asher. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. So some of these rivers are named that today. Tigris and Euphrates we definitely have. Not sure where the other ones are. It's a big, it's kind of a cool debate. Where is it? Is it still in that general area in the Middle East where those rivers are formed, or where they're at? They could be on the other side of the planet. Who knows? But at this point in time, it's been named that. So I make the assumption that it's got to be close to that. Okay. Tigris, Euphrates. Sorry, guys. I put my finger down and I lift it up and I go, oh my gosh, what did I do? I gotta find it again. Just bear with me. Did we get to knowledge of good and evil? Yes. So, Euphrates. Okay. The Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to care for it. And the Lord God commanded the man, you are free to eat from any tree in the garden. Any tree in the garden. But you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat of it, you will surely die. The Lord God... Okay, we're going to put this in there. So, any tree you can eat from, but not the knowledge of good and evil. Why? I'm going to ask you that. Why? Why is it important to not know or have the knowledge of good or evil? The Lord God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him. Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the beasts of the field and all the birds of the air. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. And whatever the man called the living creature, that was its name. That's kind of a cool job. Could you imagine? That's kind of funny to think about it, like an eagle, right? Did he get the name goldfish too, or are they just fish? Was it just categories like bird of prey, chicken? Who knows? I don't know, but it's pretty cool. It's good to know that they were all named. Okay, so whatever the man called it, that's what it was. So man gave names to all the livestock, the birds of the air, and the beasts of the field. But for Adam, no suitable helper was found. So the Lord caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, and while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and closed up the place with flesh. This is cool. Okay, so today's technology, that's what we do. We put you to sleep, not knock you out kind of thing, and you go to sleep pretty quick, and then the surgery is done, and then it's over, and then you wake up, and you don't experience that part. As I've had surgeries, it's quick. They like count to 10, and I'm like, I can't even get to 2, and I'm out. It's a really cool technology, but it makes me wonder if, like, when earlier physicians saw this, I wonder if that helped them in thinking that we need to put these people out and make them fall asleep. If that's the case, how cool is that? I mean, God's already shown to us right here, this is what needs to happen. Now, the other thing too is he took a rib out. I've heard, and I haven't counted all the ribs yet, but I've heard man today has one less rib in him than women, and it's on one side only. So if you can verify that, put that in the comments below. A little homework for you, and hopefully someone in the medical community can do that, or if you got time and you have a skeleton nearby, you just count all the ribs for me real quick. On a man and a woman would be nice too. All right, so he took the flesh, took the rib, and took it out of the man. Okay, and then he brought, okay, so then took it out, and where are we at? Deep sleep. Okay, then the Lord made a woman from the rib he had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. And the man said, "Whoa, man!" No, he didn't say that. I would have. Maybe that's how he came to this part. "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for she was taken out of man." So he said it a lot more elegantly eloquently than I did, but it's similar. Okay, for this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh. The man and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame. That's interesting. So, I'm not sure I want to tackle the naked part. It makes me feel uncomfortable. If you want to have a discussion about it, that's fine. Pull it up there why you think that. We're going to find out later on why. And in the meantime, it's about the fruit that they're going to eat, that they've been told not to eat. What do we do as men? The thing we're not told not to do. So it's going to get more interesting here. Chapter 3 is coming up. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got a little bit of chuckles out of it, maybe some knowledge. And well, I pray that you just have a great day and look forward to seeing you next time. May God bless you wherever you're at. And adios.